Welcome back, ladies and gents, to another episode with me. Um, I'd really appreciate it if you can actually like and subscribe to the video. I think we put in a lot of effort, all content creators across the world. Um, but yeah, I think before we get on with this, I just want to say that this game, man, was exceptionally difficult to watch. Yeah, the reason why I've used so many jargons in a phrase is because it was actually really difficult to watch, right? And it's not just about what went wrong with us, it's also about how Everton, the game plan that they had decided to get on was going to work for them, right? If it wasn't for Diogo Jota, I think a draw would have been a sufficiently successive result for Everton and David Moyes. But yeah, I think from the very beginning, Liverpool again getting on the ball, controlling the possession, Everton line up in a low block of sorts, but giving out a lot of energy with the likes of Beto, Doucouré, Harrison, and Alcaraz just pouncing on our players the moment they found an opportunity to create some sort of an error or, to make us feel like we are going to lose the ball. And they did make us feel that pressure, because in the first half, I thought our midfield kept losing the ball. I think McAllister lost the ball some 17 times and Gravenberch 11, right? Sobosai on a couple of occasions as well. Curtis Jones at times just looked like it was so difficult for him to play in that position as a makeshift right back. And then there was a time where Gravenberch and Curtis Jones were even rotating. But I just felt we, in fact, could have actually conceded a goal or two. Again, Beto occupying that space did trouble Van Dijk and Konate a lot, to be honest. In fact, they looked so shaky at the back. Van Dijk escaping that high boot challenge, thankfully, right? And Konate, what were those touches all about, bro? You're supposed to be clearing the balls out ahead. Dude, the guy is literally slicing a pass and the pass is going in behind the space. Literally allowing an attacker to get in behind. Yeah, but Beto, to be honest, I think without Calvert-Lewin, this guy has done an immaculate job, an amazing job, to be honest. I think in this game might not have had that level of succession, but again, dude, you need to attribute that player for the damage that he could have actually caused. Scored an offside goal, narrow margins. Scored an offside goal, but right. And then you had another, he hit the woodwork. That was a tremendous attempt at succumbing our chances of winning this one, right? Imagine if Liverpool were 1 or 2 nil down. Imagine if you were a 1 nil or 2 nil down. We could have lost the game, right? And then mathematically, Arsenal could have still, chased us, right? By the grace of God, we are, I think, 12 points clear, if I'm not wrong. So we have enough bandwidth to win for and lose for, and we still win the league. But that is not what I want. I want to finish the league with panache, in style. Should be feeling happy about it the way we've ended the season, right? We want to win everything from here on. This is the only hope that we have out of the FA Cup, out of the Champions League, out of the Carabao, right? But yeah, coming back to the game again, so was like giving that electric performance, expending his lungs entirely, But there were moments in the first half where I felt like could have done better. He wasn't able to retain the ball to that level at times. And Luis Diaz, bro, we really need to start thinking and talking about him. Is it so easy for us to stop supporting our players? Is it so easy? I mean, I get it that he's been sporadic, Darwin Nunes has been on the same breath, but Luis Diaz is a baller at the end of the day. The amount of half chances this guy created today, right? And assisted the goal, first of all. His footwork was so good, press baiting completely, even though Nathan O'Brien was completely standing tall and he was stopping him on a couple of occasions. But I think Luis Diaz actually got the better of many defenders, right? And he was that one escape route for us, that one passage of play that we could have molded in any direction. And he helped us in moments where we were helpless. The attack lacked creativity. We looked static. I wish that there was some other striker instead of Diogo Jota in those moments, because till the time that he scored that goal, before that, I was completely appalled with Jota's performance. Thought this is going to be the comeback game, but it wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah, per 90 performance, absolutely poor from Jota. Absolutely poor. Had nothing to do, couldn't body players. Tarkovsky, Branthwaite were having a field day, to be honest. And those tactics were working. I don't know why I thought I'll actually be on, I'll do this podcast on a really positive note, but this is probably my natural reaction. My natural reaction is that I'm not really happy with what really happened on the pitch. Second half, again, we looked dynamic. Second half, we changed things a bit. We were more quicker with the ball. The movement was better for sure. Salah, again, trying to get into positions where he could have actually, he could retrieve the ball and then he had enough space to like do something, but he couldn't do jack shit. Couldn't do anything. Mikolenko, Branthwaite, pocketed him. Pocketed him, literally. Salah was static as fuck, couldn't do anything. Immobile. Immobile. Completely static, right? And yeah, man, like I'm just worried. Like if we actually go with these players, which we should, I mean, ideally, I would want Van Dijk and Salah to stay in the club. But I've seen enough matches, and I'm convinced that Mo Salah, this might be the regression curve that he's on. I'm convinced. And to be honest, even the games that where he ended up scoring goals, he's got that caliber, that level to show up in moments where he can score goals and shout out loud. But yeah, man, like Mo Salah, I'm just worried if we actually play him next season as a regular starter. And what if this is it? This is all he had to offer, right? And to be honest, a tremendous season. The way he started, the way he carried it, right? And till the last 2 months, I think he was creating havoc, right? Anyhow, I think McAllister, Gravenberg became better with the reading of the game, reading of the ball. Alcaraz, Harrison being nullified consecutively, and then Konate had a few edgy moments in the second half too, where he sort of sliced the ball again. I don't know. I've seen it twice in this game, so I was pretty disappointed with him. But yeah, I mean, defensively, we were trying to like nullify any sort of threat. McAllister, so was like helping us twice, coming into the, like tracking back into the box and then intercepting those crucial moments where we could have actually conceded more, right? Curtis Jones also, like, I think, second half, he was decent. I would say decent because the level of support you would expect from a right back, I don't think he was able to replicate that. Yeah, missing Conor Bradley majorly because Trent Alexander-Arnold is leaving, so there's no point in talking about him. But yeah, man, I think I'm excited about the summer signings, to be honest. After watching this game, I'm really excited about the summer signings. I want to know what Slot is going to bring in, what sort of player is he going to bring in. And David Nunes in this team, again, giving in a lot of energy in the last 15, but yeah, man, I think he has tried his luck with that 25-yard curler, right, outside the box. Tried his luck with that, but couldn't really make anything out of that situation either. Tarkovsky, again, man, need to talk about these challenges. Need to talk about this. This is not good. That was a clear red card, to be honest, on McAllister. Could have been fatal. Could have been fatal. But that was a clear red card, no doubt about that. A couple of high boot challenges. Even the one with Pickford and Darwin Nunes. I felt that was a yellow card for Pickford, not for Nunes. I think he got one for arguing with the ref, and should have been a fucking penalty, man. That was a clear penalty. I don't know what the ref was on. Like, maybe the TV angles were making it look a little slower. Because when I saw it in front of the TV on live, without any slow-mo, I thought Pickford actually, on his follow-through, literally kicked Darwin Nunes. Similar to what High Boot Challenge was with Tarkovsky and McAllister. Let me know what do you guys feel about this. Like, we can have different opinions, but do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment what you felt about the game so far.